Because none of this really matters.
Okay, keep that one going. No, never mind. It's all right. Wait a minute.
Because none of this.
I haven't even started on this one either. Okay. We're recording everything. All right, yeah, and we're going.
What is going on?
All right. We discombobulated.
Everybody's just everywhere.
Manda, carry the episode.
I
Go.
didn't take my meds today, so I'm fucked up. I'm anxious for some reason.
Me too.
My stomach hurts.
I didn't, as of yesterday, did not want to record.
Yeah.
I was like,
I could, you know how I could tell is because you didn't call me like 5 times. Usually I get a call like Thursday when the episode comes out, and then Friday, and then at least 3 times on Saturday.
of like, okay, what time are you gonna be here?
In the morning, mid-morning, and then like, okay, are you on your way?
And then you're like, waking up.
I'm like, I'm just getting out of the shower.
We might have to bank an episode.
We can. I mean, I guess anytime you come over, like I should say anytime you can come over anytime, and then be like, okay, let's do it for like an hour. The banked episodes have to be like an hour.
be like,
all right, we're good. All right, next episode, let's go back to back. There's plenty of podcasts I listen to that do that. Like where they just record for like 4 hours or 5 hours, but they cut it up into like 1 hour at a time.
Yep.
that's 2 bears in your mom's house.
That's a lot of
They
them.
do that?
Yeah.
Sal does it. Sal and Chris do it a lot.
A lot of comedians do it.
Yeah.
Because they're always on
It's
the road.
smarter.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a natural conversation going, you don't want to just cut it off.
Mhm.
Right.
You're like, Mom, we just chop this up because people are going to like it more. And they're right.
Like, okay, time for lunch.
Because I always wonder, like, how are these people like going on tour dates and stuff? But they're like, come
They
back to this
schedule one day and they record.
all day.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, come in, record.
We
Breakfast.
we should do that. Why don't we just do that? And just like take like a month break.
Well, we're gonna have to.
Why?
Yeah, I'm going to North Carolina.
Yeah.
When?
End of September.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'll be ready. I'll be fucking ready. I'll just invite Josh over and be like, all right, let's talk for an hour or 5 hours. However long. But what's up, Manda? Let's get this started.
What's up?
Fuck.
Okay. So we had Josh on last week.
Yeah.
We did our first
Movie draft.
Mm-hmm. Which
Thoughts. What do you think?
was good. I think as we go, it'll be better. Like we'll get the hang of it.
I think it was good for a first time trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
But like from what I expected, how I expected it to go, it was like, it was okay. It was cool. It was fun, like doing it. But as far as like as an audience, I feel like people might be like, whoa, this is like new. Us like trying something.
I mean, hey, why not? But it was fun though, so hopefully people enjoyed it.
The next time will probably be just us 3. The next time we do that, there's like an empty space that I have as far as like topics. Sometime in September, so we might just do a movie draft. We might just do like a couple movie drafts. You know what we could do? So back-to-back weeks to bank episodes. We'll do an episode, right? But then after that, do a movie draft. And then the next week do a regular episode, but then do a different year movie draft. And then that's like 2 extra episodes. So like anytime we like need a bank, it's just a fucking movie draft. Because that takes up a lot of time. That's why.
Yeah, it's like a good hour.
Yeah. And it's funny.
Yeah.
Because you actually there was a lot of overlap, way more overlap in thought than I thought.
And that's why I like it. And I knew that would happen as far as like people being, like, oh, that movie, I wanted that. I knew that would happen.
That was fun.
Because it's like we all have the same interests. So that's what makes it like competitive.
Yeah. Which is why I'm interested to see, because our tastes are similar but different as far as like what our topic is for today, which is movie shot, or the story
Set
isn't
in
all in one day
location.
or one night.
Yeah, not one location, one night, one day. Yeah.
I was
And
like, I already know what you're gonna say.
But I think in last week's movie draft, I kind of went against my like moral code. Like I picked movies that like other people would like where it's like the popular movies. Like I got Interstellar and like Gone Girl, and I was like, but these are movies that I don't even like that much. But I just didn't want to pick like a Nate movie, and then people just like see the list I chose and be like,
I don't know any of those movies.
But that's why I wanted Whiplash and shit like that. So
well, Whiplash is great. So.
It's so good.
Can't take away from that. 'Cause that is a Nate movie.
I keep telling Tatiana that I want her to be on the actual episode when Damien Chazelle's next movie comes out, because I just showed her Whiplash, and then we both love La La Land, and then she actually saw First Man, the Ryan Gosling playing Neil Armstrong movie.
Okay.
She saw that in theaters, and I was like, I'm like so jealous of that because that movie is so good. It's super underrated.
I probably have never seen it.
It's so good.
I mean, if I have, I don't remember.
It's really good, and but
I remember seeing like a Neil Armstrong movie. Who knows if that one was it?
You would have known if it was Ryan Gosling or not.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've seen The Notebook, but
she was like, no. Like, damn, you remember Ryan Gosling? Damn.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to convince her to be on the podcast, but she like refuses to be on camera ever. But
got to one time.
yeah,
One time
I'll trick her into. I'll have her just sit there and I'll be like, Rob, record, and then he'll just fucking
just put the mic towards her, like
and then
against her will, recording. She's gonna sue you.
But and then she talks all reckless. Turns out she's racist, and then she just
against a very random race, not just like a main race. It's like a very particular, like
it's
like New Zealand Aborigines or something like that.
She's like, fuck those people. But
you remember the first settlers of Greenland?
Fuck them.
But
speaking of Greenland, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you already fucking know.
We watched Mighty Ducks 2.
That's Iceland, no?
Yeah. But remember she did the whole. She did the yeah.
Go.
Can't have one without the other. Okay.
Yeah.
Iceland is green and Greenland is covered in ice.
Yeah, propaganda by the Vikings. That was a real thing.
Smart.
Super smart.
That's like ancient propaganda that still exists today.
Good.
Because they were like, come to Greenland. You know?
Psych.
Fucking die.
We set you up. We're going to come and pillage you, then go back to Greenland.
Right.
And call it Iceland so no one comes here.
Exactly.
How genius is that, bro?
God.
Smart as fuck.
But
also...
And the kids were like, can we finish watching, because we couldn't finish it in one night. Like, can we finish watching Mighty Ducks? I'm like, you guys are true Americans, and I'm proud of you. I'm super proud of you.
Mighty Ducks
American.
2 is fire.
Phenomenal. I was watching, I was like, why is this movie so good?
I gotta. We should do how long is that movie? A watch along? I was thinking about doing another watch along.
It's like an hour and a half.
So that's solid.
Julie the Cat Gaffney, Charlie Conway, Gunnar Stahl.
Just true. This prime American.
The Knuckle Puck.
D2, The Mighty Ducks. It's an hour 45. Yeah.
But that's with We Are the Champions played like 5 times in the credits.
Yeah, Team USA, dog.
Team USA.
All the way, okay? All the
Gordon
way.
Everything just rhymed. Gordon Bombay, Team USA, all the way. Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks 2.
Oh, A-OK.
USA Ducks. It was just...
It was all in there. When they came back out in the Ducks jerk.
That made a lot of people want to play hockey.
You don't know what you just said. A nigga was out there on the ice. That same
Oh yeah, you
year.
grew up in like where there's ice.
I was on the ice that same year. I told Amanda I had a puck and everything. I went to a Capitals game. That's me skating backwards.
And then Zoe's like, I want to go ice skating. We're like, all right.
That's how it starts, Menda. You watch a movie and you become obsessive about it. Like you watch a skateboarding movie. I want to skateboard. Or you watch Roll Bounce. I had roller skates, Menda. I had Spider-Man roll. I saw Roll Bounce and I got a pair of Spider-Man roller skates.
That is crazy that you that did that for you.
Yeah.
Because that's what Brink was for us for rollerblading. You remember Brink?
Yeah.
With the blonde kid? That fucking kid? That kid was... He was fucking do the backflips with the rollerblades. Yo, Brink was it, yo. There was a bowling movie. What was Alley Catch? Alley Catch Strike. That was the name of the Disney movie.
I never seen that one.
Oh my goodness. There was a string of Disney movies that you
Were
probably
like just
wouldn't
very
remember.
distinctive sports.
We were talking about bug juice the other day. And I know you don't know
You
what that
guys
is.
had a better Nickelodeon than we had. That's why I
Bug
think
juice.
you guys had like all your memories are probably like all the cartoons. Like that. Didn't you watch Nickelodeon more? Because y'all had like Danny Phantom.
I
Y'all
watched
had,
Nickelodeon.
Because BJ
Fairly
watched
Odd Parents,
Nickelodeon
Danny
more.
Phantom.
Yeah.
We had SpongeBob.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of anything else.
Those four right there are alone to make you like a boy doesn't need more than those four. That's what BJ
Oh,
would
we had
watch.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes, absolutely.
Nickelodeon. We had like I had
Still Rugrats.
Rugrat. I was about to say
Yeah.
Rugrats, like the movie and shit like that.
Yeah.
Then they did the grown up one. They did all that stuff.
Fuck Nickelodeon.
But Disney for us was like Xenon of the 21st century. It was fucking
Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls.
I did. They had like the Brain Surge revamp. Remember, like the
Boy Meets World.
They redid Brain Surge, and then there. I remember seeing reruns of that one show, the Hidden Temple.
Hidden Temple.
Hidden Temple Run. I was like, if I could just be on this show.
Sometimes
Give me one shot.
You know, I would start crying sometimes. You just sit there and just one tear rolls down your eye. You're like, Lord. Big on it.
Because you're like, I would kill
You're
it.
right.
No,
You're fucking dumb. Okay,
You are
if
so
I was on there, I would have been
You
beat this
just mad.
shit.
You just little hood kid. You're like, my mom and dad would never be able to afford to take me out there.
Oh my
They
god.
do the little bio. Where are you from? On me and my four brothers, and they stand in front of this big ass house. You're like, fuck you.
Or what was the slime one?
That's Brain Surge.
Yeah.
Is it Brain Surge?
Yeah, that's the one. They redid that one in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, I think. And that's like the big slime one where it's like it's kind of like that, but it's more like modern, I guess. And it's like the same thing. And I had that same feeling about Brain Surge, where it's just like you had to like redo the patterns, and you're like, you fucking idiots!
You're so stupid.
Like you don't even deserve to be on this
Right.
Oh
show.
my goodness, they would get Disney and Nickelodeon, and I'm telling you, Disney Plus now. I watch it, you're like, this shit is still Disney is one of the best.
Oh,
Oh
Great.
yeah, Brain Surge.
great,
Yeah.
great segue.
Great segue. Did you watch it?
Yes,
Did you like it?
I thought I liked it, but it ended, and I was like, whoa,
That you want?
I wanted more.
Yeah.
But like without knowing it, I wanted more. I just thought that was gonna go on for another 20 minutes, I think. But it ended, and I was like, ah, shit, that's how they get you.
Yep. Max has watched that 3 times already.
One episode of She-Hulk, the first one.
He has watched that shit About 4 times? He's watched it 4 times.
On the floor, like with the remote in the other hand.
That's so crazy.
Me and Amanda, I said when we first saw that
loves
show,
Marvel, bro.
yo, I fucking love the Hulk. That's his boy too. You tell me I can watch this without having to see him in a movie? Oh my goodness. It's Hulk all day,
Oh my
24/7 now. It is over with for him, yo.
Yeah, because he watched Thor Ragnarok like fucking a million times, bro.
52,000 times.
And we were like, oh, it's gonna be the one for
We
him.
knew it. I knew it.
Gonna
I
be
said,
the
you don't
one.
care if it's a girl or not.
Right.
He was like stirred somebody green. Somebody turned fucking green already, man.
Start doing shit. Let's go.
Somebody fight and be green.
That boy was he
Oh
is
my
in there.
God.
He does not care.
I wonder if he loves Hulk so much that if you show him like the Lou Ferrigno like 80s show, if you just like throw that on YouTube or some shit, if he'll be like, oh fuck yeah. Or
I
it's,
think he might like it.
Maybe.
You know he's deaf.
who?
Lou
He
Ferrigno.
was like, whoa.
No, not Max. I'm
Oh.
sorry. Not Max. I wouldn't say that.
I was
He
like,
was like, when did that?
I remember your face. I was like, I don't think we're talking about the same person. I saw his face. We're not talking about the same
I
person.
went straight face right away.
Right. I was like,
Lou
Ferrigno
this
is
is
deaf.
crazy.
Oh my
He's like
God.
75%.
I was like, why are we still doing a podcast? Oh shit.
No, Lou Ferrigno is 70.
He's deaf for
That's why
100%?
the 75%.
Oh.
That's why he talks like that.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
I just found this out.
I just thought because he was big, like they just have that kind of voice.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's just-
he has a deep, but he has that.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the way he talks.
Yes.
Like the physical way he talks.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, they say
Damn,
he's
I
like
didn't
a
know
big.
that.
They say he's a big like deaf community advocate. I did not know that. I was like, wow, that's
Damn.
pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I felt some vibes of like the old Hulk in this in the
She-Hulk.
episode, yeah. And so I fucked with the She-Hulk. I was like, hopefully they keep just going in. I feel like with the first episode, I'm just gonna say it, like I feel like they had to get the woman thing out the way. Just like, let's be like, you're a man, I'm a woman, I'm better. Fucking, you don't have to tell me what to do. You don't mansplain shit to me. Now let's move on. And I feel like the rest of the series is gonna be like
Right.
cool.
I really appreciate that they got it out of the way.
I hope it's out the way. I hope that's not every episode where they're just like, is
I
this a
think-
man
no, I
telling
think
me what to do?
I think it's gonna be going into like her living as She-Hulk, like in real life. You know.
Yeah.
A very
and it was very meta, like of a show.
Oh yeah, she broke the fourth wall
Yeah.
like immediately.
And I was just like, I wonder if they can like pull this off. Like, I wonder if this will be like not corny. Because if obviously it all depends like how the series plays out, like what the story is gonna be. But like, if she goes into a movie, the next Marvel movie, is she gonna be like the only one talking into the camera? And then everyone else is gonna be like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
You know they're going to now. Now that you said it, it's going to happen. I'm going to chuckle. Because it's going to be one of those things you have to watch the show. My mom doesn't watch the shows. So she's like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. If you don't watch the shows, you're really
No
like,
idea.
you're missing like half the story. Like a lot of things, like you'll see the story and be like, oh, okay, but it'll feel like empty.
Right, but also because they're building like the new Avengers, she might be possibly part of that team.
Well, you already know they're going into World War Hulk
Right.
now. Because the whole... they did it very quick, like, oh, that was just a Karn War shit. I got to figure that out. I was like, oh, okay, they're going to just like... They're building up the Hulk thing. They're not hiding anything. In that first episode, they was like, let's go ahead and just...
Everybody's ready. We're ready.
Let's just turn her into a
It
whole
was
car
way more-
accident.
It was way more fast paced than any other show.
Right. And also bringing in like a lot of like what you know about the Hulk, like his blood. Like she had a drop of his blood.
Yeah, they explained a lot
Yeah.
in like that amount of time. And I was
Great
like,
retcon.
they're just like,
And then him going like, this is 15 years of just trying to like be normal.
yeah. But I think her, like I said, her being like the whole female feminist, like kind of like sayings that she's saying to Bruce Banner or Professor Hulk, like kind of establishes her like character in the beginning. And then I feel like that's going to kind of you'll get an idea of like how she would react to certain things. And then you'll be like, okay, I'm cool with like the rest of the series. I just hope it's not like overbearingly like feminist to the point where it's just like I'm not even enjoying She-Hulk anymore, because we've been all looking forward to this show for like forever.
I think it'll be the normal life versus superhero, anti-superhero type of
I
situation.
do want to rewatch it again. You know what I mean?
I mean, we've watched it like 6 times already.
But
I've also heard,
who's that girl? La da 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 da.
were you guys singing that in the after the
Rob did a whole dance number.
Tatiana and my mom were all who's that girl, na 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 na, who's that girl, and also Cheetos making bank off of this fucking
Cheetos
with
and chopsticks. A Hulk using chopsticks. It was a Hulk heavy episode and it didn't look corny.
Yeah. I thought she looked a little weird, like as Hulk. Not weird, but it's more like she doesn't look because if you look at how Mark Ruffalo looks, normal, but you see him as Hulk, you kind of can't you almost like can't really recognize him. Like off the top, if you didn't know that was Mark Ruffalo, I don't think you could say that's Mark Ruffalo. But I feel like with her, you're like it seems like they just kind of just turned her green.
I think that's what the difference between male and females in comic books. Like the female was always kept that like ultra feminine.
She's always smoother.
Yeah.
Her drawing was always like smooth.
She never had like the like square face.
The green eye thing was always her distinctive like different. I think he has green eyes, but you never saw it like that. I think he kept his brown eyes.
The body like figure was always like so pronounced, you know,
I think
like
she
or
started
exaggerated.
out controlling herself. I don't think they wrote that into the show. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
In the comics, she was like, because that's how they got in a car accident, but she had to get a blood transfusion because she almost died in the show. Or in the comic books, I mean, she almost died. So they had to give her a blood transfusion, like actual medical. But this whole like it dripping into her cut made way more sense with what they were doing with like when his blood dropped and killed Stan Lee in a Universal one. Okay. Yeah. And how they made Megamind. Remember how that drop of blood got into his cut and his brain started like getting bigger.
But they said that's because they share DNA.
Like they have the same type of.
She's better at synthesizing it than the other people. But there is like I know that now they're getting into like the genetic markers. So now you're gonna do Red Hulk and Abomination and A-Bomb.
We're getting in there.
Yeah. You're gonna.
We're definitely getting in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense because Thunderbolt Ross is gonna be like in the show, like the actor who I don't know his real name, but like he's gonna be in the show, but like he has to be Red Hulk, like Thunderbolt.
Unless they make his son do it, because he could. I know Thunderbolt has a son, so they might retcon it in the show.
Yeah.
And make his son. He's like, this is
just
major,
make a younger person.
Yeah, like this is major Thunderbolt. This is Major Ross, but you know his daddy's Secretary Ross. Kind of like the Lex Luthor thing in Superman. You don't know whether he's Junior or Big Boy. You don't know.
Yeah, they might do like a whole Junior Thunderbolt Ross Jr. or some shit like that.
I think these shows are doing a really good job. I don't think any of these shows have been bad.
No.
What do you think? Ms. Marvel was good. It wasn't super.
I didn't watch Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel was good.
What other shows are there?
Captain America.
I've seen like a couple episodes of those. The Falcon Winter Soldier one.
Yeah.
WandaVision. I loved that one. That was probably my favorite one.
I'm waiting for it. Moon Knight. Oh my! I've watched that twice already, all the way through.
Moon Knight and
Loki.
Oscar Isaacs is so fucking good, man. He is a great actor. I watched Ex Machina the other day.
That's fucking.
That bitch.
When they do the dancing. What's up, Manda? Episode 70. I'm just kidding. Where were we? Who's that girl?
I think that's what we were talking about was Eve, yeah.
And then it stopped.
Yeah.
I watched it on Friday. Someone calling me? Airplane mode. Because that sounded crazy, what Rob sent. I was like,
oh, yeah.
did the alligator possess her fucking microphone or some
It
shit?
is bad.
Yeah.
I was like, the alligator spirit is finally fucking...
I didn't rub it. I did, so I've been straight.
I think the episodes have been better since it's been in the room. In a way.
Mr. Mononucleosis.
That's a dinosaur,
Yeah,
Manda.
I'm watching that too.
Oh, fucking Scooby-Doo when he's inside the armor, inside the thing, and he farts and it goes, he's like, oh no. And that shit is just so funny for some reason. It goes, wing, and it blows up.
But where were we, Manda?
We were talking
Just talking about Eve?
Yeah.
Cheetos with chopsticks. And then the Cheetos with chopsticks, and that's where we stopped.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
And yeah. I want a pair of custom chopsticks for myself. Because me and Tatiana get ramen all the time. From this place, Nishikawa. Right there on 32nd in Indian School.
Nice.
Super fucking good. They have get the spicy curry chicken ramen. So fucking good. It's so good. But I never am really able to enjoy it because I always get the spicy. And I'm just fucking chopsticks.
You're like, I gotta get it in.
Yeah.
It's hot.
But I need to fucking settle down and just get the medium. But anyways, Manda.
Have you been there in the restaurant?
Mm-hmm. But that's like usually half the time we just sit down there.
Oh, okay.
But or she'll like call and then I'll just go like pick it up because it's like right there.
Have I taken you for ramen?
Not ramen. You've eaten a lot of pho.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So you gotta take it. I love me some pho, dude. Jesus.
Pho,
Love pho.
I had pho a few months ago at that place on 17th Ave and Camelback down the street from Zia. It's next to Milk Run.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. I like that. But anyways.
We were in a few places. But sushi will always be.
Do you want to get into the one night or one day?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm just making sure. All right. So now, movies. So as I was like looking at all the movies that take place in one night or one day, I was like, these are all my favorite movies like ever. I was like, I didn't realize that like a lot of like at one point in time this was my favorite movie. Like a lot of those movies take place in one night or one day. Like, and I didn't even really recognize it. Like Dog Day Afternoon at one point in one time was like the greatest movie ever. And then Thief, or not Thief, what am I thinking of? Dog Day Afternoon, and then I made a list. Good Time, obviously. And then The Warriors, that's what I was thinking of. The Warriors, Collateral's good. Friday.
I didn't think about that one.
Training Day.
Damn. Training Day.
Training Day is fucking wild.
It's crazy for one day, dude.
You forget that it is one day.
Yeah.
Right, you do forget that. That was his first day, dude.
It's fucking wild.
Damn.
Fuck, I had a whole. I'll look up the list.
It's like going to the military and getting deployed. Like your first week. It's like, all right.
No, that was my first week in basic.
It was just like, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't fucking remember what's going on. It's so much happening right now. I'm done. I'm dead. I don't know what just happened. And now, for some reason, someone's yelling.
But yeah, movies like Reservoir Dogs. Well, at one point in time, the last time I really sat down and watched Reservoir Dogs was like sometime last year. And I watched it, and it was I have something to say about this either. But I was watching it on the iPad in my room at night, late at night, and I was like, oh, like it was one of those moments where like it cuts to black at the end, and you're just like, this is just perfect. It was the perfect ending because at the ending, because obviously I've seen it a million times, but like for some reason I was so wrapped up in the movie, I was so invested that like I was almost like, end it right here, and then it ended and it cut to black, and I was like, yes, and it ended, and that was like one of the best like viewing experiences I've ever had. It was just in my room on an iPad. I watched Reservoir Dogs, and at the end when it cuts to black, you're just like, oh fuck, like that's one of the best. Like I think Paul Schrader, the guy who wrote Taxi Driver, and a lot more movies, but Paul Schrader said like the best, you know, it's a great movie when the best part of the movie is when the movie ends, like when it cuts to black and you're like
The Departed.
yeah, when you're like shocked, you're like, that is like the very, if it cuts to black and you're like, oh fuck, that means it's a great movie. Like No Country for Old Men, when that shit cuts to black at the end, you're like, it hits you so fucking hard. And then
Bronco Henry. What's that movie called? I can't think of the name of the movie.
The Power of the Dog.
The Power of the Dog. That but cut to black, you're like, you murderous little shit.
Yeah, the whole time he was
That's
fucking
wild.
He's a killer, dude.
That's wild.
And that didn't win Best Picture.
Topher Grace. That was Topher Grace from Predator. That's what he pulled.
Yeah, just a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, Training Day I had in my list. Collateral I had in my list. I really fuck with Collateral. Halloween was another one. Which like, I guess that counts because that's like all day and night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like there's not like, it doesn't go on like multiple days.
Yeah. And I was like, Do the Right Thing was another one, which I haven't seen that in a while. I saw that in theaters. I remember seeing that on the podcast actually. So that had to be like some early last year, I think. I saw they were showing Do the Right Thing downtown, yeah, at the Arizona Center. Hateful Eight was one. Climax was one. Was one that's gonna be in there. Night of the Living Dead. And then
Two.
And then
Bangers.
The Warriors was one.
Okay.
Which the one directed by Walter Hill. This, I always thought The Warriors would be good directed by the Safdie brothers because it's in New York City, one, and then it's almost, they could almost add the good time effect.
Yeah.
Because it's a gang of people running away from gangs all through New York City, through each borough, all just to get to Long Island. And it's just like a constant runaway.
And that, I guess it was like to make the time jump to like present day.
I know. I think they should do like a timepiece. I think they should just make it 70s. I feel like I don't think 70s? That would work. Like the concept of it wouldn't make sense if it was modernized. There's just like, why are all these people meeting up? Yeah. Like do a Zoom meeting.
There's only Crips and Bloods now.
Like there's no more gangs anymore. They're all online.
You could do like a neighborhood beef, maybe.
You could, but I feel like the size of the Warriors is so cool is because it's just like there's 10,000 gang members chasing after like 5 people.
Right. There's not like the modern day technology type of
where there's
element.
Like more, there's like for every one cop there's 5 criminal or 5 gang members.
And New York actually looked like that back then. You wouldn't have to make it a set. It actually looked like it was blown up back then. So
fucking shit on fire.
And it's all one night and they're all running away. The Warriors was one of the first like movies where I was like, oh, like I've seen this movie, so I'm cool. Yeah. That was like, oh, I know about this movie. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just like, I always felt cool that I knew about that movie, and I would, and other like older. It was because older people were like, you know about the movie.
That's how I felt about The Outsiders before we watched it in school. I was like,
I've seen this shit.
I've been seeing
because they showed us in school in like 8th grade. I want to say.
I've been seeing seen that.
7th or 8th grade, they showed us The Outsiders. I saw this shit when I was like 4. And Francis Ford Coppola did that one. But yeah, All in One Night. But there was that rumor that's not true. Turn out, or not true, but it's just like it fell through. That the Safdie brothers were gonna remake 48 Hours.
Okay, yeah, I remember we talked about that one time in the car.
They were gonna remake 48 Hours, but they were like Josh Safdie said something like while they were rewriting, they just kept branching off on like a completely like different like subplot. And they were like, we're just coming up with a completely different movie, and they're like, it's not even a remake anymore. Yeah. And so they just decided like not to do it, and they're just like, we're not even gonna, because it won't even be a remake. They're just gonna make a different movie. Yeah. And I think I forgot who they said was like might be in it, or they said they were gonna reverse the roles, Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte's roles. Like I think they were gonna make Eddie Murphy's character the cop, and then Nick Nolte's character the criminal. But 48 Hours, I was like, one of the first movies that came to my mind was 48 Hours, but I was like, that's 2 days. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, like, but it's still, that's kind of a time crunch movie. Yeah. After Hours was another one, the Martin Scorsese movie that I actually watched. That's honestly one of like Scorsese's weirdest movies. It's very like, it's like very like a fever dream. Okay. It's very just like, what the fuck? Like if you watch it, if you watch it when you're high, you would probably be like, what is this? What does this even make sense? And you could tell like Scorsese was definitely like probably still on coke, like doing shit, because it came out in '85. Oh yeah. But he stopped doing cocaine before he made Raging Bull. I think he made Raging Bull. That was his first movie while he was sober, which is like rough. But
clearly, if you've seen
but because it's fucking, you're like, God, is he gonna kill himself?
Yeah, exactly.
But
coming down.
But yeah, Martin Scorsese made After Hours. But yeah, obviously. So, what are some of your movies, Manda? That wasn't my ranked list or anything. I was just naming all the movies that I just made a list of every single movie I could think of. That was like one day.
I just put down like some. That was in 1980.
Which one? Raging Bull. Yeah, Raging Bull was 80, and then After Hours 85.
So I wrote down some of my favorites. So Training Day was one of them because
it's so good. It's so fucking good. There's, oh my God, Denzel.
Also one of the most quotable.
Yeah, I was about to say like Denzel's performance. Mm-hmm. If that doesn't make you like feel some kind of way,
that's one of that is a Denzel character.
Yeah, that was like one of his like. That's like a part of that'll always stick with him. In any other movie you watch, you're like, that's still like Alonzo.
Right. Like Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm. Like he's just always like, he's always Rocky. He's always gonna be Rocky. He's always gonna be Judge Dredd. He's always gonna be Rambo. But Training Day, God damn it.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
And Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke
holds his fucking own against Denzel. Because that, like Rob was saying, like that fucking movie, so much happens. And you're just like, God damn it.
And then on the second watch, you're like, this shit's been from the beginning.
Yeah. From the beginning.
It's been a plan, a plot.
Yeah, he's like, you've been planning this all day? He's like, I've been planning this all week. And you're like, damn. Oh, fuck. And, oh my God, it's fucking ridiculous. And Dr. Dre's in it too. Mm-hmm. As one of the other dirty cops, one of his boys. So one of them, and Snoop Dogg. Fuck.
Yeah.
Was that Clint Eastwood?
Who?
The old man when he went to his house.
No. That wasn't Ed Harris. That was
They did old buddy dirty, man. That was fucked up. Fuck you, Alonzo.
I can't find him. I just don't want any dead air.
Well, one of mine, other than Training Day, was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, I had that on my list too.
Nice.
That's the one I didn't say. Thanks a lot, Menda. I'm just kidding. Or I have one more, but
probably even just in general, probably one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm. From Dusk Till Dawn. That's another one that I saw as a little kid.
Yeah.
That like I always forgot the ending, so I feel like I never watched it until I watched it when I was older, and I was like,
oh, I've seen this.
I was like, oh shit.
that was that.
But
ending.
it's like the most iconic. Like I only remembered the first like 30 minutes, like until they get to the titty twister. That's like as much as I remembered from a kid, and then I watched it when I was like a teenager, and I was like, oh shit, like there's so much more.
Yeah. I was about to say that's like where you're like, Jesus, that was just
like
the beginning.
20 minutes of the movie.
I think that's all they let me watch.
I had to.
Probably.
Because it was terrifying after that for
Yeah.
a kid.
I think my mom was
Also because it was like, you get all the way to that point, it was like, oh, he just fucking murdered
and I think that's where like,
this lady.
because that's when like the sun starts going down,
Yeah.
and I think that's
A lot of titties start happening.
Yeah, blood.
A lot of body parts get thrown
yeah,
everywhere.
and then
the
the
rock band when they do the fucking thing. They're
It's
like,
so
good
cool.
night. I love that. I love that fucking movie, dude. I love From Dusk
From
Till
Dusk Till
Dawn.
Dawn is it's so like
Top 3 vampire movies.
Yeah, I love a good vampire movie.
and it's so and the twist at the the reveal at the ending, you're like, oh, this is like a
When it
ancient
pans out.
Ancient sacrifice and like ancient sacrifice.
you're like, this is like so much bigger.
The club was the top of the
pyramid.
sacrificial pyramid. Like what? That's crazy.
And
There's a new vampire movie coming out.
I think From Dusk Till Dawn is
There was one on Netflix, I think, with Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah,
That new one?
I gotta watch that. I want to
is
see
it
that.
is it called Payday
Yeah, something like that.
or something like that? I know what you're talking about. That just came out
Yeah.
like yesterday or some shit.
But I haven't seen it.
I don't know if it was yesterday.
The Invitation. It has the girl from.
that the new Invitation.
Is there? That's a remake, obviously.
No, but what year that just came out?
It's coming out. It's not even out yet.
Then that's a different movie. Because there's
Yeah.
another movie called The Invitation, but it's not a vampire movie though.
Oh, okay. No, this one's a vampire movie. It's got the chick from Fast and the Furious, the little British mixed girl with the curly hair.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know her name. Is she the one? She's not the one. No, that's a different girl. I was the girl from 007, the new ones.
Yes,
That's the same girl.
I think that is her. I'm pretty sure that's
That
her.
might
Right?
be the same girl.
So yeah, I had that one, but obviously vampires.
Yeah.
Um,
I was just talking about Kronos like this morning, and I was like, "That's the best vampire movie that." I think that's the only vampire movie to like not use the word vampire.
what was the other vampire movie you just watched?
Daybreakers with Ethan Hawke.
Yes.
I never,
Terrible movie.
I never seen.
I
that
love
one.
it, but I watched it again. It had old buddy from Jurassic Park, the doctor, Dr. Allen.
The main guy.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. He was in
But I showed Amanda the scene with the fucking this.
Yes. That shit is wild. That's just crazy. That's a crazy ass movie.
This fucking they're all vampires. The whole world is accepted. So humans are like, and they farm humans like cows. But then there's like a blood shortage. So when there's a blood shortage, they start to become feral, which means that their ears start to get pointy and their fucking faces start to get all fucking like batty. And then one thing breaks into the house and it's fucking like
It has like wings and shit.
That's weird.
Like claws.
yeah, his hands are like claws like a bat. Like they become bats essentially.
Yeah. The
And
more
it
feral
has-
they become.
And it has like, it roars, so it like jumps to the ceiling and hangs upside down. It's crazy.
So my next one, another one that I had on my list was Project X.
Yes, that's another one.
FOMO.
Project X was
FOMO.
hilarious.
Because that came out in 2014, yeah, or 2012. 2012 that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was right when we had Zoe. That's right when we had Zoe, and
The
we're like,
most fun.
could you imagine?
We were still young. Manda was 21.
Yeah.
I was 22. I was like, most of those people at that party, because that's what's his name was there. Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
Miles
Played
Teller
himself.
showed up.
Mad
Yes.
as shit.
And then there were so many stories happening of people having Project X style parties. Like cops getting called.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like nuts. Like cars on fire.
That was like right at the beginning of like social media, kind of.
Oh yeah,
Taking
viral.
effect,
Like
yeah.
a tweet would go out. That's when I still didn't understand that Twitter was a real website.
Yeah.
I thought people were just making this shit up. I didn't know that was a real website when that shit came out. It's like I put it on Twitter. You're like, what?
Right.
Cause remember in the movie he was still doing radio ads. So it was like that's how old that movie is. He's like, I said it on the radio.
That was that weird. That's 2012. Like that was that weird, like crossing point
Yeah.
where it was just like we were still doing older things, but like all this shit was still new.
Right.
Internet
Like
radio. That was
Facebook and
Pandora
all
was
that.
still like
Yeah.
the head internet
XM
radio.
radio.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
tweeting was still only 3 years old at that
Yeah,
point.
Twitter was like 2009. Instagram came out in 2010. So it's like everything was still
brand
new.
That was early Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Look what has happened in 10 years.
Shit, a lot. I
Now
still
everybody
feel
does
like I'm
this.
behind.
Oh, we are. We're so behind.
Like, when did
We don't know
really-
shit about blockchain, so we're all gonna lose. We're all gonna be.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard that term in my life.
You don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
NFTs.
Oh,
And
say
block-
NFTs.
No, that's the technology. That's the over-encompassing technology of crypto, NFTs. All of
Oh,
that stuff is called
yeah, I don't
blockchain.
know
Yeah.
shit about any
See?
of those.
Lost. If we don't know,
It's dope, like making money out of thin air, but like I don't know how it works. You know what I
The
mean?
Federal Reserve is supposed to be making their own cryptocurrency.
Nope, don't do it. Don't ruin this shit.
that'd be your safest bet at this point.
And they're already coming out with their own, like, ethereal and Bitcoin and all that stuff. They're coming out with their own currency, and I think that's going to be obviously more trackable. But who knows what's going to happen with the dollar?
That's what they don't like. You can't track it.
That's why they're making their own. And the shit is already fucking electronic, anyways, with a debit card and making your
Apple
own.
Pay and shit.
And somebody brought that up years ago. They was like, your money hasn't been real for like 15 years
Right.
since a debit card. Once you started quick paying people, that was like your money was no longer real. I was like, damn.
Nah.
They've been playing that shit since.
What, 2 out of 10 people carry cash?
Well, I think for inner city people, I just don't like getting robbed. Once you show me I can't get
I
robbed.
never have cash. Homeless
Yeah.
people are fucked trying to like panhandle. Like we don't got cash.
Yeah. I'll give you food. I'll give
I'll give
to
you a
McDonald's.
fucking QR code for
Yeah.
fucking.
Some homeless people, they say have that. They have Cash App.
Yeah, I think you should get a homeless people should just get like a square, and just be like, can you fucking
$300 a day.
Damn.
Just $1 a person. They're like, hey man, just give me $1. All right, man.
like how
Here.
much you want to charge you? They flip over the iPad and shit.
You want to leave a tip?
That's crazy.
They'd be like, nah.
Nah, zero.
Zero.
You know, I went to this place. It was in the drive-through. I'll say it. That have you heard of that Eat Up place?
Yeah.
Me and Tatiana have been going there. That food is so fucking good. You gotta get the spicy chicken nuggets with ranch, and then I get their spicy chicken nuggets, and then the burger meal.
Okay.
And then their spicy nuggets are so fucking good. Cause they're like, I don't know what they do. It's amazing food. And with their sides, you get their macaroni and cheese is bomb. And they give you mixed fries. So it's like waffle fries, regular fries, shoestring fries, and sweet potato fries.
What?
All mixed in one little, like
What?
one bag. All mixed together. Like you get different like textures, different shapes and everything. And with the sweet potato fries, Manda, it is bomb.
That So good.
It's so good. And then they have like watermelon lemonade there.
Sold.
You
So mad I'm broke right now.
First of all, you sold me at the mixed fries.
Yeah,
Mixed-
the mixed fry. I was like, are you saying the most genius thing I've
You had
ever
me
heard
like
in my
perked
life?
up at like,
I
everybody.
was like,
At-
mixed fries?
spicy chicken nuggets, and I was
The
like,
spicy chicken. You gotta get the spicy
Mixed
chicken
fries?
nuggets. Spicy
Done.
chicken nuggets meal, and you get 2 sides. You gotta order the mixed fries and then the mac and
get
cheese.
2 sides.
Yeah.
I feel like the spicy nuggets gonna make my butt hurt. What else is there?
Get
We got a burger.
I've gotten the cheeseburger.
Okay,
it's a
cool.
solid cheeseburger. Get everything on it. The onions are a little.
I gotta go back and get me a bacon blue burger from Petal House.
God, I'm hungry.
We talking about food again. We
my
talking
point
about
is,
food
my
every
point is,
episode.
my point is that place is good. But my point is, I went there, and I was in the drive-thru, and they have one of those things where they give you the iPad, whatever, and do you want a tip? So a person that works there, I'm not gonna say guy or girl, a person that works there, they they put it over, and the selection for the tip, I was like 15, 18, 20. It was already clicked on 18, and he turned it over. They turned it over. And it was already at 18, and I noticed it. So, because you need to do the signature thing. So they're like, we just need a signature, and it was already clicked on 18. And then I saw it was already clicked, and I just clicked no tip. Fucking sent it through.
Fuck
And
you,
I was
guy.
just like, and then he gave me the food and shit. Or no, he just closed it, and I was waiting for the food. And he gave me the drinks, and I told Tatiana, I was like, that thing was already clicked on 18% when he flipped over the thing. And I was like, does he like trick people?
Right.
Into just giving them.
It sounds like it.
If he says like, I just need a signature, and then you do it and don't even notice that it's 18%, because there's probably old people that go there that don't even look. They're just like, all right.
All
The
the time.
idea of
If-
going somewhere and tipping somebody is nuts.
If you say, all I need is a signature, and then you just click 18%. I bet you some old people are just like, okay, it's just a signature.
Or, people who live in that area. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's Arcadia.
Nuts that you didn't do anything and you have the audacity.
Yeah, you're doing what people do at McDonald's.
Like, you want me to tip you? Are you kidding
Like,
me?
you're not serving 5 tables right now.
Chick-fil-A. Okay? I'd be like, all right, let me think about it.
I went to Chick-fil-A this morning, and I was like, these people really are nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a sir,
Chick-fil-A breakfast
and I was
is
like, you
bomb.
assumed my gender? Thank you.
The honey chicken biscuits at
Woo.
Chick-fil-A.
That's what I got, I believe. Just the chicken
The
biscuit.
chicken minis.
I never got. I was looking at the menu because I went there just for a regular chicken sandwich.
You were there too early?
Yeah.
The chicken bagel sandwich with the egg.
Chicken bagel sandwich? Damn.
Chick-fil-A got fire macaroni and cheese too.
They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
What you got to do is get the chicken sandwich,
Oh God.
get the mac and cheese, put it on the chicken sandwich, get the fries, put it on the sandwich, and then just mash that shit together.
I am 30 now. You just made me have indigestion.
Right.
It sounds great, but I'm like, that is still 21-year-old stuff. It's like getting a triple meat at Whataburger. Still.
No, because I
That's wild.
but like think of me 5 years ago, the shit I used to do.
Oh yeah.
Or
You used to get the mac and cheese and the chicken nuggets and the fries and shake it up. Be like- with the ranch.
That's not that bad.
And the
That's like
buffalo
making a
ranch and
bowl
buffalo
from KFC.
So I went when I worked at Chipotle. I got on 32nd Street they have the McDonald's right there in the same plaza. So I would walk over on my break, walk over to McDonald's, get the fries, and then I would walk over back to Chipotle, and then let me get a bowl, let me get steak, guacamole, sour cream, cheese, and I put it on the fries, and I make my own carne salad fries right there.
Instead of going next door to Filiberto's.
Filiberto's.
I just realized that Alfredo was like, I didn't even think about that. Why would you have to go next door? I forgot about
because all I have to do is
Philly
pay
bees.
for a large fry.
Right, because you get the other shit
I
for
get
free.
Chipotle for free.
That's smart, but you're
my
right.
God.
But I
That was funny.
could just get it all in one.
Right.
Like carne
But
asada.
I think it is different though because of like the spices.
You get the
and all of that.
Chipotle.
You get
Yeah, yeah.
Chipotle.
Food.
It's all McDonald's at the same time.
Yeah.
You're getting double McDonald's technically.
Right.
In a way.
That's crazy.
Or like I used to get the the 2 for $4.50. Fuck, we're talking about food.
I know. I'm just about to say, like, why do we get?
I'm just
back
giving
here?
out. I'm giving out my food
Free
fucking
game,
secrets. But the 2 for $4.50 McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese, or whatever. You get the 2 for $4.50, and then you just take off the bun from one of them and just double stack both of them at the same time.
First of all, I couldn't even bite like normal.
No. One time I went like, and my shit locked up. I'll be having my shit. What is that? TMJ.
Yeah.
I'll be having my shit locked up. I gotta.
Have you ever done that with like the breakfast jacks?
Oh, like double them up? No.
I've never done that either. But now that you talk about it, I was like,
But the taco sauce, you just drench that
yes.
shit and
You know who got fire breakfast? Wendy's.
I haven't had it.
You got.
Wait. I think I've had the.
He-
I don't think it's breakfast, but it's like the honey chicken biscuit.
he let me try it.
Is that breakfast? Or is that
Yes,
just all
that's
day?
breakfast. That shit is.
You said it's better than Whataburger.
That's where I had it from.
Shitting on Whataburger's honey butter chicken biscuit.
That's where I had it from, the honey butter chicken biscuits. That's the honey. I never had Wendy's then.
Wendy's, first of all, it's the perfect amount of honey butter because sometimes with Whataburger they be like
But sometimes with Whataburger, they give you barely any.
barely and be dried in a bitch like a
I'm
Popeye's
like-
biscuit. You be might be dried in the hole.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Give me. I don't know. But doesn't Wendy's don't they give you honey packets?
Not for that sandwich, you don't need it. It's like they do how they wrap it. It's just whatever they do to it. It is on par with Chick-fil-A. Like their breakfast is.
Wendy's
fire.
is high quality.
Thank you.
That's like a step up from the rest of the fast
Yes,
food.
it is. It's under Five Guys, but it's above McDonald's and like Taco Bell and all of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's above Burger King. I'll still smash a Whopper though.
Burger King, I feel like that might be like the bare minimum. No, Carl's Jr. might be because
Yeah, Carl Jr. Something about it, man.
Mop water.
I feel like that's like why. It's not that it's.
That's why that bitch burned down.
Man, somebody was
Our
like,
house.
man, fuck this giant dog.
Carl's Jr. Like there's I don't know what it is, but like because there's that one on 24th Street, next to the Walgreens or some shit.
Yeah.
Because when you take the Thomas bus from North High School, all the way down to what is that 20? Yeah, it's 24th Street, and then you just walk right there, and you get the $5 box. You get the fucking the cheeseburger, the cookie, the fries, and a drink for like $5.
They have a $5 box at Carl's Jr.
They did at least.
Oh.
And I would get that after school, like sometimes, like towards the end of the year. I remember, or like end of my senior year.
You're like, I got like 10 minutes.
You know what Carl's Jr. is good for? They're like Yak in the Box. It's very fucking great drunk food. Like if you can get
I
it,
had Jack in the Box not too long ago, a
you gotta
few
get-
months ago.
It's when you talking about munchies, like I just want
That's-
something late at night, and I want to feel like garbage.
Yeah,
But I think they know that though. That's why they have like the munchies boxes. And
they literally
random
have the
shit.
thing called the Munchies
I-
box.
When they made that, I said, now there's a marketing person who knows where the fuck they are in the world, and you deserve every penny you earn
Probably
from
where
that
they're,
box.
yeah, that's probably where they're getting.
And they're
money
like
from.
$5. Sick.
Yeah.
And you get like this disgusting like Nate style burger,
Like the chicken with the jalapenos, the melted cheese.
and the fries
Let-
on it.
Let me get. And when you get the onion, the curly fries, and you get the fucking watered down fruit punch, and you're like, oh, this is perfect.
This is great. I'm gonna wake up at 10:30 feeling
No,
like
I would.
shit.
I would come back from the club and be like, quiet as
With
fuck.
tacos.
When we come
Quiet,
here,
like-
this when I was smash. When I would come visit here and we would go out, I would smash Jack in the Box.
I
here.
think I
to
remember
be
those
quiet.
days. You guys would come home with food,
Yes.
and I'd be like, sick. play video games.
I was like, we gotta bring Nate something home.
Yeah.
You know he gonna be up.
He's gonna be up playing video
And he'd be like, "You want tacos?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" The tacos from Jack in the Box, you get the 99-cent tacos. Sometimes they have like the 2 for $1.
Which again, no inflation.
They stick to that shit.
2 for 99.
And then you get the ranch. People usually don't fuck with that, but you put the tacos in the ranch. You guys are attacking.
You know
me.
how I know that that's a thing? Because the first thing they ask me is, "You want ranch?"
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's more common than the taco sauce. That people dipping it in.
I put
ranch.
the taco sauce on anything else.
Everything.
Yeah, the taco sauce is more like a ketchup to me for them.
Yeah,
Like,
because their tacos aren't tacos.
it
We
tastes like
already know
pato
that.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it tastes like.
Where are we at?
We're at an hour.
What the fuck?
We've been talking about.
We've been talking about food for at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, for at least like 20 minutes.
Phoenix is a great place for food, though. I
It's
tell
great.
people that, I'm like,
Any
you want to go
Filibertos-
somewhere, yeah.
If you're from the East Coast, go to a Filiberto or a
Please.
Julio Bertos. They're all the same.
All the birdos.
Like until you've had all of them, then you're like, oh, there's a difference.
Yeah.
But like, have any Bertos, Filibertos.
You gotta start with Philly B's as a person who's not from Phoenix.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Filiberto's. Cause Mike Feeney just did he does this welcome to this city thing, and he did Phoenix, and he was like, I gotta go somewhere called where Filiberto's, and I was like, okay, he's talked to somebody who knows the no.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta know the no.
Because there's one in Texas, there's one in New Mexico, and there's like 2 in California, and the rest are here.
Right. They be making.
And those people who started that are people probably from here.
And then there's like the Julio Bertos, the Robertos. There's the
Heriberto's.
The Heribertos right there on 7th Avenue in Osborne. You order a steak quesadilla from there at 3 in the morning. It's
You
fucking
said on what avenue?
7th Avenue.
Okay, I was. What's the one right here on 24th Street?
Avenue, the
Busqueros?
Avenue.
Who?
Busqueros.
Not the purple building. Not the
No,
pink
no, no.
building.
The one right
the
here?
drive-through.
Yeah.
The one right here.
Yes.
That's Vesqueros.
That's Busqueros.
That one.
Shout out.
Okay.
Shout the fuck out the Vasqueros.
No, let me tell you something about that. That's not a good thing. But their food is bomb. Nothing about their food.
And prices are great.
Yeah.
And it's clutch as fuck. It's right
Yeah.
there.
And is it 24 hours?
I think their drive-through is, but because they have a walk-up.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
even
yeah.
inside. They just have like a porch.
They got a grill in there. Though.
Yeah. That shit is fire. Okay, what was you about to say?
But it's something that I don't know. I think I've said it on the podcast. I've definitely said it to you guys. I don't know. But one time, me and my dad were eating like burritos from there, and my dad found he took a bite and there was a screw.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
There was a screw in his burrito. But what's even more funny is that my dad was just like, all right.
I'ma still eat it.
I don't give a shit. Fuck tetanus. Fuck all that shit.
Comes
That
with
is
it.
fucking hilarious.
That's the price you gotta
That's
pay.
a Christopher McGeorge move right there.
It's whatever.
Not
Put-
even
I'll
call
put
nobody.
some more hot sauce on there.
Nobody. I'm not calling nobody. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna go back next week. I don't give
Right.
a shit.
I'm gonna eat there again.
A fucking screw is a wild.
He's been there like 10 times since then.
Yeah, a whole
He could
screw.
have cracked it. The worst the minimum worst thing that could have happened was a tooth getting cracked.
And what do you do? Sue him? No.
No, I want you to go away.
Yeah, it's like you're right here, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
want
a
you to
one-time
leave.
thing.
Yeah, what are we
So I'm not
talking
gonna
about?
fuck it up for everybody
Right.
else.
Right.
No.
That's what real niggas do. I'm not gonna sue you. I'm not gonna ruin it for nobody else, dude.
But yeah,
If it was McDonald's though,
I'd be like, hey,
all right, shut this bitch down because I own it now.
Yeah, because it's gonna open up down the street anyway. On 24th Street alone, there's like
24th Street alone.
there's that McDonald's.
But like as far as like fast food,
Oh, there's every restaurant.
dude, there's a Wendy's, a Carl's, like literally a Wendy's on McDowell, a Carl's Jr. on Thomas, McDonald's on Osborne. There's a Wendy's on 20th Street in Camelback, between 24th and 20th.
24th Street and Indian School, you got Taco Bell and Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
You also have
The Jack in the Box
Jack in the
right
Box.
there off of 24th. Dude, you go straight down 24th Street, you have every fucking thing.
Yeah. You know what I love driving down the south side, 7th Avenue? They got a lot of restaurants over there too, like
On 7th Avenue?
like a lot of like Southern Ave in 7th.
Oh, that's like
baseline.
Yeah, that's
like,
south.
Yeah. But them tacos,
Yeah.
I went over there one time. I said, "Oh my god!" They didn't know what I was saying, but it was the greatest.
It was you just stop by any like food
Any
truck.
of those places, just grills outside, barrels on fire of people just cooking.
It's like the outside of Food City when they're making the chili.
People with microphones like order number 36. It sounds like order number
right up.
Yeah.
Playing music.
Sorry, everybody, about talking about food again.
Yeah.
So my one of my next movies is since we talked about Project X and
Yeah.
partying was The Hangover.
Yeah. The Hangover. I was gonna like say that, but that wasn't in my list. But I was gonna say that to you, like while we were talking about it on the phone.
That counts, right? Because
that's one night.
It starts.
Or it starts in the day.
It does start with the road trip. Them going to Vegas.
Yeah, it starts with the day and then goes. It honestly skips the night.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It does. You never know what happens.
And then you go on to the next day, huh?
Yeah. Is that 24 hours?
That's more like maybe 48 hours.
That's more of like a 24 maybe a little bit more.
24-hour period.
Yeah.
Like you're recovering. We've all had those nights.
Because it's like the kind of the beginning, but then the whole movie is one day.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to figure out what happened the night. But I guess that counts. I would count it.
I'll give it.
My another one is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist
Never seen that.
with Michael Cera.
Oh yeah, I know the movie. With Kat Dennings. Is that Kat Dennings?
Mm-hmm. It's a great movie. It's like a little.
It's like a teenage,
That Juno-esque.
Yeah, like that.
That time.
It's a Michael Cera movie.
That was a run of those types of movies too. Nick and Nora. Adventureland? Is that movie like that?
It's in the realm.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Cera, I added Superbad on there.
Yeah, all one day.
Great.
I literally one of the first scripts I ever wrote. I wrote it all out. This was like a couple years. It was like 2 years ago. I wrote it all out, and I was just like, then after it was all done and I visualized it, I was like, fuck, this is like super bad.
I remember you did that. You were like, I wrote an entire script, and you were like, it's fucking super bad.
Yeah. I was like, that's like, people are gonna be like, that's like a different version of Superbad. It's like an alternate universe.
I mean, talk about.
It's a great story.
An epic movie.
I want to say it's based on a true story.
Great story about friendship too. Yeah. It is very true. It came out in my senior year, so it was very like
you felt that.
Yeah.
Those feelings.
Like when he was going down the escalator, you're like, oh damn, I am about to leave my best friends. Like I'm not about like this shit about to be different. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, those like high school going to college or like graduating from college movies.
Speaking of which,
they hit
you so hard.
My other one
dude.
was Can't Hardly Wait.
That's another your movie.
Yeah.
That's like a.
So we should come up with like a Manda movie.
Yeah, that's like a Heath Ledger-esque type movie, right?
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah. Like that type of.
But that was.
You know how we have like the Nate scale?
Yeah.
We need maybe not a scale, but just like maybe like a Manda genre.
But.
An Amanda outlier. That's what you should call it. If there's a scale and Angelo's the middle and I'm on one end, then you're an outlier.
You're the outlier where it's just like somehow that's Menda's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just none of those three can really
hit it.
That's all early 2000s movies for me.
That's where I learned
like
most
Go.
of my game. How to get girls.
Did you like Go?
Movies.
That was all one night or one day movie.
But yeah, Can't Hardly Wait.
That's another
also
one.
because her name is Amanda.
I was just thinking about that today. I was watching Barry. I'm restarting Barry on HBO, and there was a character. They said, "Oh, Lydia's over there," and I was watching. Mom was in the room, and it was just like a funny scene. And I was like, "There's never anybody named Nathan in a movie." I was like, "That fucking blows." Like how many times has there been a character named Nathan? Name one.
Bunch of Nathaniels.
Or Nate, but never Nathan.
When though? See?
I don't know.
A famous Nate?
No, like a character.
Not a famous. Yeah, I'm saying like a well-known Nate character.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't think of one.
Or even a famous Nathan. Not Nathaniel, because that's not my fucking name.
Yeah, I can't think of a famous Nathan either.
Nathan Fuller.
Nathan's not a common name.
Nathan Fuller, the guy from iCarly. I know that's.
Nathaniel is common, but Nathan's not common.
And then there's Nathan Fielder, the guy who did The Rehearsal, that show on HBO. That's also really fucking great.
There's one in Euphoria. His name's Nate Jacob.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck Euphoria.
I'm not a fan, if I'm being honest, of Euphoria. I just really don't like Sam Levinson.
There was a
Still.
Nate in Pokemon.
Huh?
He was a trainer.
Oh yeah, he was.
But it's like, who's like, oh, Nate in Pokemon is a shit, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, I'll change that.
I think Pikachu beat him, so he wasn't that great.
But it'll be conceited. I don't know. It won't be conceited. It'll just be like, oh, I really have to pull it off. If I were to direct a movie and the main character's name is Nathan.
Well, why not? Quentin Tarantino says the N word all the time, so you can make yourself Nathan.
Nathan Lane.
Who's that?
Ooh. I know the name. I don't know who that is.
Who's that?
I know the name.
I've seen his face, I think.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He's not a comedian.
Is he like a...
He does those types of movies, though.
Yeah, he's the producers. He was in Mouse Hunt. Only
Yeah,
Murders in the
that
Building,
guy.
Modern
Oh.
Family, Stuart Little, The Lion King.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say he's British, right?
Mm-hmm. No, he's American.
Really?
He was born in New Jersey.
Oh, super American. I'm from Jersey.
Joyzy. Famous Nathans? Fucking no one, dude.
Nathan's Hot Dogs.
Yeah.
That's about all I've got to my name.
Nathan's Hot Dogs are a great thing to have in your name, though.
That's cool. I do see my, like, the Joey Chestnut shit.
We
Yep.
just had Nathan's Hot Dogs the other day. Fire! I want to take y'all. We gotta go to the boardwalk and get actual Nathan's Hot Dogs.
Yeah.
Bro.
We should.
That shit is.
I was
It's
just
a
thinking about
mustard.
movies shot in Arizona this morning. I was talking to one of my friends. My friend that gave me the shotgun.
Like, yeah.
Nathan Chris. From
He's
iCarly.
Fred. Nathan Chris. I said Nathan Fuller. Who is that?
Babe, what
This
did that
villain,
book?
Philion?
What's the book? What's her name from iCarly wrote? No, Sam and Cat. Sam. What's the book?
Oh,
What's
she
the
just
name
came
of
out
her
with the book.
I'm glad my mom is
I'm
dead.
glad
Yeah.
my mom is dead. That's wild.
Crazy. Do you?
She's on
have
some
any,
Shia LaBeouf shit.
Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
any child star movies that you're like aware of, where you're like, this kid was fucked up after this movie?
Nate Dogg.
But yeah, that's my nickname. That's what everybody calls me.
Like where you're like, oh, this movie was like fucking Annie or something like that. I wonder,
Oh, like that?
we should do an episode about that. Like this movie, this child star is fucked up now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Macaulay
you
Culkin.
could probably definitely come up with a list. Any like Disney star.
Oh man. What about what's her name from Gone with the Wind? Wasn't she a child star?
Gone with the Wind.
No, Hills Are Alive with Music. What's the name of that movie?
A Wizard of Oz.
No, The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music.
Oh, her, Julia
Bernadette-
Newton.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
What? What do you say?
Julia Lewis.
No.
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
She was a child star.
Yes.
She was the one from Dusk Till Dawn. The girl.
Hold on a minute.
Oh no, not her. Juliette Lewis from Dusk Till Dawn. I had a crush on her. She was in Due Date. She was the weed dealer. She was like, is that a perm?
Are people still getting
Julie
perms?
Andrews.
Julie
Julie
Andrews.
Andrews.
Didn't even have to look that up.
That's her name. I knew it was a Jew something.
I knew
She
it was a Jew.
She was.
Go on.
I tried to fix it,
She
but
was
then he
in-
doubled
She
down.
was in Princess Diaries.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Was she a child star?
The Princess
I don't know.
Diaries. No, I'm thinking of Princess
A
Bride.
lot of those older actresses be like child stars. I didn't know, like Drew Barrymore and shit like that.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
What's her name from what's her name?
I don't know why I said Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore is hot. She's
Yes,
in the
she
due date,
is.
right? That's what you were talking about?
No, that's Julie Lewis. That's what whoever Amanda
Julia
said.
Louis-Dreyfus. She's very pretty.
Yeah, I have had a crush on hers post Seinfeld. I think she got hotter post Seinfeld. I was like, man, I like the way you've aged.
Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, child star.
She's like she was an alcoholic like in the movie.
Mm-hmm. They said they used to get them kids drunk back in the day. They used to have to make them shoot for like 20 hours.
Yeah, so she was a child actress.
Actress.
Julie Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
The child actress.
Jesus. We need to call the cops.
Actress.
Child actress and singer on Broadway. She was billed as Britain's youngest prima donna.
How old was what's her name? The main character of Wizard of Oz supposed to be? Like in the movie. Do you remember?
I think she was supposed to be like, 14, 15. I think Max, she was supposed to be like 16 years old.
Because Judy
Max.
Garland was like 19 or 20 when they made that movie. But I don't know how old her character was supposed to be.
I'm going to read those books. I'm going to actually read the books those movies were based on. Like the actual Wizard of Oz book. But I feel like it's going to be a boring ass read.
It might be good.
How old is Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz?
Does it?
They originally wanted someone.
He's supposed to be 12.
Yeah, they originally wanted someone that was younger. They wanted like Shirley Temple,
Yeah.
but the preteen Judy Garland.
All right.
Yeah, it's the hunger, man. Y'all been talking about food.
I'm hungry
Right.
as fuck.
I know
Judy
there's
Garland,
fucking-
she was 16 when she portrayed Dorothy in 1939.
See, you got it too.
Yeah.
Judy Garland.
Coming.
We're probably like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all today? Hey guys, there was a rough start before this. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Yeah, we
are not okay.
This is actually a good episode, though. I feel like.
It's just running right now.
We brought it around.
Man, we talked about food for 20 minutes.
Judy Garland was in the original Star is Born.
Damn. Lady Gaga did a good job.
And then what's her name? Barbara Streisand. And Chris Christopherson.
That's a cuss word.
Barbara Streisand.
Remember that from South Park? He was like, fuck shit, bitch. Titty asshole Barbara Streisand. And that was
Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand were in the other Star is Born.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
And then,
And then the new
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
It's a good movie.
I gotta go watch that new Daybreak movie. Or Day Shift. Jamie Foxx vampire movie.
That's what it's called, Day Shift.
Yeah, he got trained by the John Wick tech guy for that movie. So a lot of the moves and stuff. I think it's directed. Is it just same director as John Wick?
Is John Wick?
John Wick with a stick.
Oh yeah. That's like the whole
Is it?
stick of it all.
I'm pretty sure it.
Is running
Maybe
the whole
John
time.
Wick 2.
Definitely 2 and 3, because 3 starts off with him just fucked up, and then he has to go through the library. He runs to the.
That's 3 for
It's like The Raid.
Did he? He didn't go.
The
to
Raid
sleep
is one.
one fucking night.
That's like one fucking evening.
Judge Dredd, the new one, the remake is one night.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
That one got shit on a lot. I really like that one. That was Keith Urban, right? Not Keith Urban.
Kyle Urban.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Carl.
Keith Urban is the country
Is
artist.
a kind yeah. That he's good in The Boys too, Carl.
Yeah. He was.
Really good in The Boys.
What's it called? Carl Urban, Judge Dredd. That was written by Alex Garland,
No shit.
the
I like
Ex
him.
Machina guy. Yeah.
I was watching something on TikTok, and they were showing like father-son actors, and I didn't know that the wonky-eyed guy from Harry Potter, he's the father of one of the Weasley boys. I think he's the father of the oldest Weasley boy in real life.
Oh,
really?
shit.
Yeah. Because I should have saved it, but it was like a whole bunch of movies where I'm like, oh shit, there's like way more movies where father and sons acted. Fucking Ben Stiller and his dad, they did that movie together where he's
The Walter Mitty one?
not Walter Mitty,
Meet the Fockers?
not
No.
Meet the. Yeah, he was in that too, wasn't he?
No, Dustin Hoffman played his dad.
Oh.
That's right, they did. But anywho, yeah, it's a lot of we were talking. I know we all talk about the Skarsgårds.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw them in something. I just saw them in the Skarsgård and stuff. I'm like, that fucking family, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's crazy. There's so much money.
That's like the Mannings. Like, you're just some of the greatest quarterbacks in history. Your family's just.
I want to say the nephew of them went to, I forgot what college he's going to now. It's not, I want to say Ole Miss, but it's not. Or was it Texas? I want to say he committed to Texas.
Like Texas A&M?
No, just the Longhorns.
Okay.
You can't go too far because they'd be mad at him.
Because they're like Mississippi,
Yeah, straight up and down.
Ole Miss, and then Peyton
Yeah,
Manning.
he's University of Texas.
Let's go. I knew.
Arch Manning.
Yeah, he just committed to Texas, and then Peyton Manning was the one that went to Tennessee.
Not even fucking fair. Hey, throw the ball like this. Touchdown.
Right.
Like,
What's your last name? Oh.
throw the ball. Hey,
Yeah.
nephew, hold it here. You got it. There you go. Touchdown.
It's ridiculous.
He just has to be there.
It's built into your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't need to pay for school. You just need to go.
Like we just found out
Football.
about Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Yeah.
What about her?
She goes to ASU.
She does?
Yeah.
What does she do?
Track and field. Like shot put and things like that.
Damn.
I was gonna say something, but that's Brock Lesnar's daughter, so I'm
And
scared.
wrestling and
What were we gonna say? Say it.
Then I should just say that's definitely Brock Lesnar's daughter. We'll just leave it at that. There's no doubt in your mind
Quote,
that that's
unquote,
Brock
she's also
Lesnar's
daughter.
albino.
That's what I said too. I was like, I looked at the man that said.
She's also albino.
No way. It's the
And
fucking-
she has a twin brother.
I didn't know that. There's
What the
another
fuck?
Lesnar.
There's technically like 4 of them.
What's her name? Brisha?
Because he had 2 with his previous first wife, I think.
Not Sable.
And not Sable. And then he married Sable and they had 2 more kids. He has 4 kids.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar married to Sable. Lit.
That's pretty dope.
That is, isn't it?
The more I think about it, I'm like,
Because imagine being Brock Lesnar when he was growing up and into wrestling. You're like, fucking Sable.
yeah.
And then you end up marrying her?
You go
That's
from
wild.
just like jerking off to her to actually banging her. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because she's older than him.
If I'm being honest, I'm ready to end this
Yes.
and go eat.
Yes.
I can smell the food.
It's an hour 23. I was like, I think we're good now.
This turned out to be actually a really good episode. I'm
Yes.
so happy it did. So, next week, Menda, what are we doing? Tell them what we're doing. Tell the people.
Sylvester Stallone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone movies. Top 5.
Because this Samaritan comes out this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Friday,
Friday.
26th.
Yeah.
We got some good action movies coming.
Yeah. And then after that, I don't
Is
know.
fall action movie time? Is that a thing in movies?
Action movie.
What's no action movie time? Usually summer or is that
Usually,
changed over the
like,
years?
Usually garbage crime movies come out like in February, like the January-February time, where it's like they usually
The
don't.
throwaway one.
Yeah, or the beginning of the year, because it's like we're not trying to get nominated for no Oscars. We're just trying to fucking, you know.
Somebody just said Dune wasn't a good movie. I can't remember who it was.
Dune.
Yeah.
Or Doom?
Dune
Yeah.
Who said it
wasn't good.
I think it was Bobby Lee. I think he was like, I don't fucking
Damn,
get
that's
it.
wild.
He's like, I don't fucking get it. I'm like, what?
I mean, I get that. I've had a few people tell me that. They're like, it was boring. And it's like, I can see how it can be boring, but it's like, I guess you're just fucking dumb.
I guess your fucking eyes don't work correctly. I guess you just didn't see the most beautiful spectacle of your life in space.
Oh, so we're doing Sylvester Stallone, Hall of Fame. And then we're doing... Hold on, this is September.
We're doing top 5 or top 10 Hall of Fame?
Just 10, not ranks.
Okay.
We're just, like we did with Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Just like just
Whatever
10.
is in his Hall of Fame. Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, it's the beginning of the football season. So we're doing top 5. We're doing top 5 football movies.
Top 5 football movies.
And that's gonna be fucking nostalgic.
Remember the Titans. Radio.
Any given Sunday, Menda. You already fucking know
The
it.
replacements.
The replacements.
The replacements is fire. That's the Keanu Reeves and
Yes.
Gene Hackman one.
Keanu Reeves.
And then after the football one, that's when we're doing the next movie draft. We're not locked in on a year yet because there's plenty of years that we can pick. I want to do like late 90s. I was thinking like 97.
I still think we should do
99. That's a good one.
Going down for the 99 and 2000s.
Yeah, let's do 99. That's next month though, or in a few weeks, I should say. And then after the draft, I have an open slot. But then on the 24th of September, which is in a month, that's when we're gonna have Angelo back on. I haven't even texted him about it. He'll be hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
So Angelo, if you're
we'll
listening,
have to do it before then.
Angelo,
You don't have to. You don't have to stop the show because I'm not here.
what do you mean? Oh, because you're going to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But Angelo is his 6-month mark because he's coming on. He's came on every 6 months. He came at episode 26, episode 52, and now episode 78. He's gonna come on again. That's wild. But we do have the next 3 episodes planned out. Which we could, if we want, just like schedule a day and we could record all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. That'd be easy.
And
Come over here early.
Call off of work and just
Get some daylight recording.
Yeah.
we
At
could
10.
we could do that. Come over in the morning. Let's call off of work and just fucking record all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super down to do that.
Drop the kids off. You don't got to worry about it.
And then the next week, then we record with Angelo, and then just fucking
It's banked. Big bank table.
That's
bank.
4 episodes. That's a whole month, Manda. A whole month. I'm gonna miss you guys. But anyways, let's wrap this up. That's our fucking slate. I just gave away our whole slate for the next month.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but stay tuned.
that's episode 70. That's what's coming. I just got
Yeah,
something to
at
look
least
forward
know
to.
Yeah. You don't just wing this.
So you can prep with us, I guess. So Sylvester Stallone movies all week. Get ready for it. Go watch your fucking favorite Sylvester Stallone movies and see if they make the cut. Because I want to watch Over the Top, the arm wrestling one. People sleep on that one, but I think because we had it on DVD, we had the double feature. You know the double feature DVDs. It had Demolition Man and Over the Top on the same DVD, and that changed my life forever.
Oh, Demolition
Remember, I had
Man.
the one that had Friday, next Friday, Friday after next, and All About the Benjamins.
Mm-hmm.
We had quite a few of those, like double features, triple
and the
features.
Rush Hour movies.
Mm-hmm.
Had those ones too.
But the Over the Top one, I think that one's like popular for like me because they're like that's the Over the Top was shot here in Arizona, so I think that's why it's like means a lot.
Yeah.
And so, but Over the Top,
I'll
I'm
have to watch it.
gotta watch that one.
All right.
Because
There we
none
go.
of this
Peace out.
really matters.
Later.